Hey guys, I messed up on the last one. I'm sorry, guys, about that. Oh, it actually did. Can we just delete that video, please? The school lockdown, okay? Guys, two people are watching. Okay, what about in the comments?
Yeah, I heard it too. I had nightmares this night, and I don't know why.
Weird. I'm gonna have some breakfast and it's bread.
Hi, TNT Dragon 2.
Wait, did you do the science?
Are you the only one watching?
Yeah, this is the sword I crafted. Wait, let me grab it out. Enchanted sword. So, just in case any mobs come in there, I can go slain, slash. Kill them right through.
Yeah.
At my band? Is every day, bro, with that distinction of phone, but you built into one. Never done before. Never done it, then into them PewDiePie effects, and I'll be safe. I got you in the Rex. Is it really? Oh, I love that song. Abandoned middle school. Okay. I feel you. Abandoned. Not scared, not scared. So let's find a person.
Alright, so basically, this video probably won't be as scary as it would be during the school year, because most people are in summer break right now, so...
It was a typical boring day in calculus, only it was Friday, 7th period, meaning the week was almost over and spring break would finally be upon us. So everybody was getting antsy in their seats, I could tell. We didn't have a test that day like a lot of my friends did with their other teachers, so our teacher in the middle of class just decided to start playing games with us on Sporcle.com. He was a very laid-back teacher like that. As we were doing some brand logo quiz on Sporcle, I remember the exact moment it happened. Right after my friend answered a question, I remember the exact answer too, Adidas. The dean's voice came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown. I actually got the chills, and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher too seemed panicked as he ran to turn off the lights and ushered us to the back corner of the room. We all sat in silence for about 2 minutes, and then the usual buzzing that came from a panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power. We all looked at each other, realizing this must be serious. A few more minutes of waiting later, we heard a man screaming at the top of his lungs coming down the hallway. 2 girls in the class actually started crying, which made all of us even more scared. As the screaming got closer to the classroom, the lunatic-sounding man started banging on the lockers while screaming, "I'll kill all of you." It was at that moment that I started to fear for my life. My teacher shushed us as we all looked at each other to see our peers' reactions. The banging then moved from the lockers to our classroom door. And that's when one of the crying girls screamed no. The banging on the door only grew worse as the man started screaming, "Open up." 2 of the girls males in the class were crying out loud now. It felt like an eternity that man was pounding at the door. But eventually, he finally continued down the hallway, screaming like a mentally insane person, until we could not hear him anymore. I'd say 10 minutes later, though it felt like half an hour given the situation, the dean came back on the loudspeaker explaining the situation, which was surprising for him to do. He explained that some apparently mentally unstable person entered the building and assaulted the woman sitting at the front desk, causing her to flee the building screaming, and staff wasn't sure if the man was armed or not. Now, this was before the school had cameras or could afford proper security, so the school was wide open to something like this happening. The staff had done a sweep of all the hallways and classrooms and couldn't find him, so the dean instructed the teachers to resume teaching but to keep all the doors locked and to not let any students leave for any reasons. The most disturbing part, however, is that one of the janitors working the night shift found the man sleeping in one of the storage closets near the back end of the school, and according to rumors that were spread by my peers, sticking out of his pocket was a .44 Magnum. The janitor must have done something stupid to wake him up.
Emergencies, do you require police, fire, or ambulance?
I've just seen a man walking towards the school with a weapon.
Which school do you mean, sir?
He's heading towards the high school.
Thank you, sir. Please stay on the line. Attention all units, we have a lone male with a undetermined weapon in the vicinity of the high school. Units 23 and 45, please proceed to the main entrance on Smith Avenue. Units 17 and 27, please proceed to the rear of the school in the parking area.
Walk down.
Okay, thank you. Maria, we're going into a lockdown. Attention please, attention please. We're going into a lockdown. The threat is...
Hey kids, get in here, quick. I need you to keep quiet and sit right here out of sight.
Let's try here.
It's locked.
This one's open.
Recent events at North American educational institutions have made planning and preparing for lockdowns crucial. Lethbridge School District Number 51, Holy Spirit Catholic School Division, and Palliser Regional Schools, in conjunction with the Lethbridge Police Service, have prepared this video so that everyone involved in our school community knows how to respond in the event of a lockdown.
Lockdowns are used when it's safer to contain and immediately protect individuals from a threat either inside or outside the school. In these situations, evacuations can be more hazardous, so staying where you are and securing the doors and windows until police can escort you to safety is the best procedure. Of course, common sense prevails, and if you're in the immediate vicinity of an assailant, escape to a safe area. While the police are responding to the situation, it's important to remember these points. If you're in a hallway, go to the closest room, turn off the lights, and lock or wedge the door shut. Close curtains or blinds where possible. Then stay away from the windows and doors. Keep low and quiet so that you remain undetected. Turn off cell phones so a ringer light doesn't give you away. If you are just arriving to the school and observe the lockdown sign, go to the designated safe area. If you're arriving by vehicle, then leave the area instead. The police will be on scene coordinating the event, so listen to their instructions. If the fire alarm is activated while in lockdown, stay where you are and wait for further instructions over the PA or loudspeaker. Do not leave the room unless there is an actual fire and it's believed staff and students are in imminent danger from fire or smoke. Stay quiet in the washrooms. Do not travel down long corridors. Do not assemble in large open areas such as the cafeteria. To help emergency personnel focus and deal with the situation, do not call 911 unless you have an immediate concern for your safety, the safety of others, or feel that you have critical information that will assist emergency personnel in the response. Do not open the door after it's been secured until a